It is always a good time for football here in the city of Pittsburgh. Welcome to Acrisure Stadium. Tonight's a good one here in the AFC. It's the Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. Monday night prime time is underway. Kenneth Gainwell now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. For the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And they're brought out by the league's elder statesman. Drafted back in 2005, now in his 40s and still going strong. Aaron Rodgers.
I think it's safe to say, Kate, Aaron Rodgers may be one of the most polarizing figures in the NFL, but there is nobody that will question his ability to spin a football different than everybody else. Just ask his receivers, tight ends, running backs, anybody that's ever played with him. He elevates their game, and he often elevates his own game to an MVP level.
And he gets around 6 there. Play made by E.J. Speed.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
From the gun, a give to Gainwell. And he dodged the tackle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. 7 yards on that pickup. And the Steelers have a first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
To the air on first down, Rodgers. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Well, this group likes to be aggressive, and early incompletion is not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
Incomplete pass on first down, so still at the 40. It's 2nd and 10. Looking out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in our defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. We had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to shot it loose, incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that brings up 4th and long. Well, I am flipping through, Brock. That certainly wasn't in the offense's opening script, but if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and planning visualized and executed in real time.
He'll have his fair catch right along the 25. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out, our 2023 Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now in his 3rd season out of Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
Now, a lot of quarterbacks, Kate, who earn postseason wins each of their first 2 seasons, And that's exactly what CJ has done. He has become the face of the franchise down there in Houston. And now a little more help around him and hopefully a better offensive line to protect him this year.
First play, Stroud's gonna pass. He completes it in traffic. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I'm not gonna lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
2nd and 6 coming up here. First give on the ground. It's Woody Marks. He spins right by him. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Did not like what he was seeing, Bronson. He's just going to roll this one away. No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You want to become the quarterback's best friend, do that. For a short little gain, a short little pass, into some yards after catch, and the quarterback will find you again.
1st and 10 from the 43. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. That is Conk, and it's Higgins again. And they bring him down around the 34.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give the quarterback a chance.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the gun, Marks gets it. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, as much as I love talking about these physical matchups, right now this is psychological. This adds some layers to this 3rd down call. Do you try your hand at another run and hope it fares better? Tougher to go back to it again when it just gets stuffed.
3rd down run by Marks. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. This will be from 52 yards. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they got the lead. Early momentum with that field goal.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. On the return, here's Gainwell. Looks away from one. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Steeler offense out ready to go for their 2nd drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, who are going to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Rodgers from the gun. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Texans going with 6 DBs for this third down. They're in dime. Here he goes, third and long. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. It's an early advantage for the Texans. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're looking at a punt, though, facing fourth down. Escapes a defender. And gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Now we'll see the Houston offense for their second drive of the contest. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Man in motion here. First down, Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. He dodged the tackle. And he is down to the 30-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Texans, first down. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Texans.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers. Know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Patrick Quinn arranging in for the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's all home on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
The tight end in motion now. Here's Chubb on second down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. This connects with Higgins. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
And the Texans, first down.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Gets marks on the handoff. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans make it a 9-point advantage. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Texans make it a 10-point ball game.
Steelers, nothing.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
You know, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Warren. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and at times stuffing the run.
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Behind the line, he lost that football. But I believe a Steeler was first to that football. They make the recovery and keep possession. So close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know, man, if I get that first cut, I can make him bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get 3rd down conversions, you get no rhythm.
Corliss Waitman out there again to punt this away. The Texans have Jalen Noel at the ready. Collects this to the 32. Gets a gain of 9, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So that is our 2-minute warning, Brock. 1 minute, 53 seconds to play before the break. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
First down. A gain of 15. 1st down, Houston.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for short yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Stroud to throw on 1st down. Right back to Kirk, and he's got it again. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. It's a good work to help reset those chains.
1st down throw by Stroud. Collins got it left side. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
To Nico Collins. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Throwing again, it's Stroud. He can run it. And Stroud gets him the first with a slide down at the end of it.
13 yards on the play. That's another Texans first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide of practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Trying to throw this from the gun. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans will add to their lead at the end of the half.
Touchdown, Texans.
Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Fairbairn now for the PAT.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans take a 3-possession lead.
17. Steelers nothing.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff.
For Houston.
So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
At their own 35-yard line.
Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. First down. Here's Rodgers. That'll be cut by Adam Thielen. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 42-yard line.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't.
2nd and 3 now. Looking to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. One last play before the break. One final shot before the half. Throwing this for the end zone. And the defender comes away with it. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Tremont Smith with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So as we get set to begin the third quarter, it's the Texans offense who's going to be out there first. And they really lean on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Stroud. They cross the 40. Nice run there. And he's finally marked down at the 46-yard line. It's a 29-yard gain. And it will be a first down, Texans.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already into enemy territory. Stroud off the play fake. Taken in by Kirk right side. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
2nd and 3 now. Stroud. Connects on the crosser. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Marks. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down the middle line. They sent with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. This one's caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Stroud. He's got it. It's in close. And they don't get much out of this pass. He's fallen down a little shy of that first. That's 4th down now.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Naimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. A very short kick here from the right hash. Up and good from Fairbairn. And that one was beautifully struck. It goes right down the middle.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. And Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. They haven't come up with an answer quite yet on the scoreboard, and they take over down 20-0. Going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. Looking out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. That's DK on the slant. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. It's not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Play action. Here's Rodgers. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Became Metcalf, the intended receiver. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of the main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Now Rodgers on this 3rd and short. He's him on the quick hitter. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. Hits some space around midfield. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Haven't been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate. I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing. Run right at him and go make a point.
Rodgers going to throw on first. That's where right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. So 2nd down coming up.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Rodgers from the gun. Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Steelers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you can depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
They'll try and run this. And they're going to be set at the 11 after that play. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the 1st.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Wood. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Okay, this one you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. Casual fan, well, the casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. All right, we reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Rodgers set to pass. Brought in. This time they're into first and goal.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Full momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Looking for it with Warren. And he's in for the touchdown. The Steelers get it back to within 2 possessions. Chris Boswell for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Steelers drop the lead back to 13.
Steelers 7.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Smith on the return. This makes it up to the 25. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. Texans to the line, first and 10. They'll start this drive with Marks. Powering his way forward a bit, give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gives you enough yards to create some doubts to that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, but really create some indecision now defensively.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Putting a receiver in motion. On 2nd down, Marks. Oh, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball, make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. This connects with Higgins. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. It's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it'll be first down, Houston.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Texans first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run, pretty sound stop there defensively.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Here's a handoff to Marks. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now we'll get a stoppage for an injured player as they're headed out to check on an injured Steeler. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First down, and they go right back to it. He works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. They'll send him over right. Running this with Marks. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Houston.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. This is Marks. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. And the pistol, they're going to run with Marks. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. Third and a lone yard coming up. Chubb going for the marker. And this defense is going to win this round. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
Like the final battle scene from a movie, came 2 sides charging each other, and they beat right at that line. And they didn't have to turn backward, All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Texans in a good spot, up by 13. Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. From the same spot as an extra point here, 32 yards. Up and good from Fairbairn. And that'll give them a 16-point advantage.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. We know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Has it all set up for the kickoff.
For Houston.
Johnson with a return here. Jukes away from 1. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. The Steelers offense headed out. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this, I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. Doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
We've set it downs for them from the 31. First down throw here by Rodgers. He's got it. It's downfield near the edge. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
No timeouts and down 2 scores. They've got to find points quickly here. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Texans put together a wonderful return. Gets it back inside the 40 following the interception.
You know what this is, kid? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Design quarterback run here. Lining up to take a knee on second down. So the Texans come away with their own win. Man, this one is gonna sting, partner. You pride yourself on defending your building, getting those home victories. Instead, you end up taking a bitter pill today in front of your own fans.
Well, as one coach famously said, we're on to Cincinnati. We're on to Cincinnati. That's all these guys could do after giving one up at home. Just look ahead to the next game. Focus on prepping for the next opponent and working your tail off, and make up for losing in front of the home crowd by giving your fans something to cheer about the next time out.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Pittsburgh.